SGT Discovery Kids, and welcome back to GNN, where every week we keep you informed on what God is teaching us in His Word. I'm Miss Natalie.
And I'm Mr. Iden, and this week we're learning even more about the amazing miracles of Jesus.
That's right. We already learned about the amazing miracles that Jesus was doing, but He wasn't just doing them here and there. Jesus was doing miracles everywhere and teaching the people the good news of the kingdom of heaven, that Jesus carried it everywhere He went, and people could see it, touch it, and experience it right here on earth.
One time, a group of 10 lepers came to Jesus to be healed. Now remember that lepers were considered unclean and were to be avoided at all costs. Jesus gladly came to them and healed them. He told them to go and show the priests that they had been healed and made whole. All of the lepers went to go tell the priests, but only one of them returned to thank Jesus for how kind He was in healing him.
Another time, a woman who had gone to see many doctors all of her life and still was not healed went to find Jesus and saw that He was surrounded by a big crowd. She pushed through the crowd and tried to just touch the very edge of His garment. She believed that if she could even just touch His clothes, she would be healed. She got close and reached out to touch the hem of His garment, and immediately she was healed.
That reminds me of the story of a man named Jairus, who came to ask Jesus to heal his daughter. While he was waiting to speak to Jesus, men came from his house to tell him that his daughter had already died. But Jesus stopped them and comforted Jairus by telling him that his daughter would be just fine. Jesus went to the house and took the girl by the hand and said, "Little girl, get up," and immediately the little girl was brought back to life and ate with her family.
It's amazing just how much Jesus cared for His people and healed them from their suffering. One time, Jesus noticed a man by a pool who had been unable to walk his whole life. He was waiting for an opportunity to be healed, but he never got that opportunity. When Jesus saw him, He went over to him and told him to pick up his mat and go walk. Immediately, the man was healed and picked up his mat and walked away.
Wow, God is so incredible and loves His people so much.
I know, and He loves you and me and all the kids at home so much too. What an awesome God we serve that cares for us and came to heal us and set us free. We're going to learn more about this now in the verse of the week with Mr. Iden.
Thanks, Miss Natalie. This week's verse is found in Matthew chapter 9, verse 35. Here's what it says. Jesus went through all the towns and villages, teaching in their synagogues, proclaiming the good news of the kingdom, and healing every disease and sickness. Remember that Jesus was doing all of this in order to heal God's people and help them return to Him. What a great God we serve. He not only sees our discomforts, our hurts, and our pains, but He comes to heal us and make us whole. What a mighty God we serve. That's all for the verse of the week. And now, on to our Animal of the Week segment with Miss Natalie.
Thanks, Mr. Iden. This week's animal is not considered the prettiest animal in the animal kingdom. It's found on the ocean floor and shares a name with a food you may find in your salad. Do you know what it is? That's right, it's the sea cucumber. Sea cucumbers are found all over the world and are invertebrates that are found on the ocean's floor. There are up to 1,500 different species of sea cucumbers in the oceans. Sea cucumbers may look gross, but some people like to eat them, and they are bought as a food around the world. Sea cucumbers share an amazing feature with another animal we have studied, the starfish. Both of these creatures are able to regenerate parts of their bodies when they are attacked and heal themselves. This is such an incredible adaptation that God has given to these animals to help them survive. While we may not be able to heal ourselves, God allowed us to study creation and find medicines to heal our infirmities. You and your family may have a physician that you go to for checkups and medication, But Jesus is the great physician, and he came to bring healing and freedom to all those who turned to him and desired the kingdom of God. That's all for the Animal of the Week, and now back to our newsroom.
Well, that wraps up things for us here on the Gospel News Network. Thank you for joining us, and we look forward to seeing you again right here next week. God bless you, and remember, be blessed
And be a blessing.